Guy won't get the hint. This guy at work has constantly followed me around and tried to talk to me regardless of me being clearly uncomfortable and only giving one-word answers. He has literally seen pictures of me on Instagram kissing my boyfriend. My boyfriend even came into my work to go to lunch with me. We walked out holding hands and even kissed in front of him. Regardless of all this, he keeps messaging me. I haven't responded, but he keeps messaging. He is honestly really creepy and has done this to other girls and got aggressive when they rejected him. It makes me really mad that he never got in trouble before and I don't even want to go to work. What do I do? Edit. I am not responsible for this man's actions. I have said he knows I have a BF. That is the only hint he needs. As I said, he gets angry and aggressive if you straight up tell him no, and that's why I haven't and have only ignored him at the moment. I also notified HR already and they know he does stuff like this already. And he still works there and does the same thing, so they clearly do not care. At the end of the day, a grown man should not be doing this to someone 20 plus years his junior. And should know how to pick up social cues. Clearly many of you have not rejected a man to witness him get aggressive and angry before, but I have. Many times. If someone ignored you multiple times and showed no interest, would you keep bothering them? Once again, this is not my responsibility and I would rather not put myself in a dangerous position by expressing my disinterest directly to him. Edit 2. He is 20 plus years my senior, I mistyped that haha. A lot of Redditors have the social skills of a wet sock. Telling you to use your words and tell him is useless and shows they've never considered how scary it is for women when some men, especially creepy men, get rejected and become hostile. Go to HR and tell them you'll quit if he doesn't get removed. More than that, say you're considering legal action if the harassment in the workplace continues to go unchecked by our. Edit. A lot of people are jumping straight to the assumption that hostile means kill. While it is a possibility, there's many other ways to become hostile and retaliate to make life difficult in the workplace. Either way, documenting can only help. Are you in the US? This is sexual harassment at work and it is illegal. Look up your state laws about this and think about contacting a lawyer. Start looking for a new job right away because it's a terrible sign for your work culture that HR won't investigate this even after multiple people reported it. Report it to your supervisors and make it clear that if the behavior doesn't stop you will be quitting. IDK if you have Apple, by the way, but they have a feature to block numbers. If HR won't respond, ask to contact HQ. Also, you can consult with the Federal Office on the Equal Employment and Opportunity Commission and the State Workforce Commission. It is civil rights violation to allow harassment as a form of sexual discrimination at work. Talk to S pro bono lawyer through your local state bar association and get help to file a civil rights complaint. The lawyers or clinic will know the administrative steps to take action. Let the man and his manager, your manager, HR and HQ, know you are reporting this as discrimination and seeking corrections so you can save your professional relations from further harm. Clearly tell him to stop and any further messages take straight to HR. Keep taking it to HR. Do not engage any further after the stop message. If he escalated, take to HR. If you feel unsafe, or threatened, followed etc., go straight to police. It's shit you are in this situation. But you do not have to accept it. Fear of escalation tells you everything. If he has done this before and the workplace is not dealing with it, you have a case to sue them. Trust me, they will not want that. You have more power than you realize. Sounds like we're gonna see him post on r. Am I the asshole pretty soon. About to leave my fiance. Hello to whoever sees this. I'm about to end my 4-year relationship, 30F, 33M. And we're supposed to get married in 2 months. Would appreciate any support or advice. Some of the pros. My life is totally entangled with his. We have a beautiful apartment, 2 sweet cats, and mutual friends. He's got a great job and a secure future. We could have children soon. I'm in my early 30s and know that my fertile years won't last much longer, and I really want kids. Also, he can be very supportive when I am in emotional turmoil. I depend on him a lot. Things I hate about him. He's a bit of a bully, and he's very immature and stubborn about changing. People around him know him for being an extremely competent, high-achieving asshole. Getting closer to the wedding date, these things are starting to stand out more and more. Recently I've noticed myself longing for other people. My heart is telling me to leave. I'm just so scared about the change. I have a good job that will make it financially possible for me to leave, and I know that I am strong enough to do it. My best friend who I'm extremely close with lives nearby too, so I have one person to depend on, but other than that, I don't have anyone who I trust. I am going to be cutting myself off from the main emotionally support I have with my fiance. Too long did not read. I just dread this breakup. Leaving sucks, but staying sucks more. I don't have a huge support network, so looking for support here. It's really hard to leave your partner and uproot your entire life. It's even harder to do that after a marriage license is signed. Take a deep breath and start getting a plan together. It won't be pain-free, but it'll be worth it in the end. I broke up with my fiancé 2 weeks before my wedding and never ever regretted it. Also had to start over almost from scratch, but just take it one day at a time and you will be happy again sooner than you think. This will be difficult, but if it feels like the right thing to do, do it. When we're in situations like this, we have to be gentle with ourselves. Staying, and living a lie, is never good. Take time to land on your feet, before seeking new relationships. You are going to be just fine. Heart. Yeah, 4 years is about the time people show their true colors in a relationship. Sorry babe. That really sucks. There are hundreds of thousands of kids in the foster system looking for a good home, even if that's with a single mother. Might not rule that out. Don't marry a bully. My heart is telling me to leave. Pay attention. You will be okay. Better times ahead without him. Caught my boyfriend looking at other girls during sex. I, 28 female, caught my long-term boyfriend, 28 male, looking at an Instagram e-girl while we were having sex. It was a girl who does like fetish e-girl pictures of herself. He was looking at her pics while behind me, so I couldn't see. He put his phone down, and then I checked what he was looking at, and he was way down her profile, so he was looking at her for a while. I feel really disgusted with him and I feel disrespected. We got into a big fight, and he's staying with his family for the weekend before we go back to work again on Monday. We live together. IDK how I'm going to get over this. I don't know why I'm so upset about this, I just feel so gross with myself and with him. What do I do? IDK where to go from here? Why do I feel this way? Yeah, you're right to be upset, that's a totally unacceptable behavior. It's also not the first time that I've read this kind of things here sadly. Yeah, that's an instant dealbreaker moment for me. But that's cause I out up with shit like this for years from an ex hoping it would change if we tried talking it out, tried changing for him etc. and it never did. So shit like that HS Poens now and I am out. You should be too. He can come back Monday to find his shit on the lawn. No. Normal men do not do this at all. I don't mean to be rude, but I imagine your sex must be pretty detached if someone can look at their phone without the other one noticing. That seems wild to me. I am begging you, for your own sake, to please break up with him. Sounds like this is just the first time you've caught him. IDK how I'm going to get over this. Don't. I don't know why I'm so upset about this. Because it is blatant disrespect and using your body as a masturbatory tool. It's one thing if a couple discusses watching porn together. It's one thing if sometimes we fantasize about other people with our significant others, it happens. But it is totally another thing to screw someone from behind like they are a sex doll while scrolling a fetish page to get off. He's 28 and old enough to know how disrespectful this is. Walk away with your dignity. People use their phone during sex? What kind of bizarre world is this lol? Let me check Reddit while I'm getting plowed. Boyfriend won't cancel his plans to visit my uncle with cancer. My boyfriend has had plans for a while now to watch the Roe PPV with his friends. But 2 days ago, I found out my uncle has cancer and only has months to live. My uncle called up the family last night and asked everyone to come over today and play cornhole and just hang out, and OFC we're all going no matter how last minute this was. My boyfriend knows this uncle, he's been around 3 years, so I asked him to come and he said, "You've known I had plans. I am not cancelling them, it's normal to make plans and go through with them, etc." It's not like I'm telling him to cancel his plans and go shopping with me, my uncle is dying. Not sure which of us is being unreasonable. So go without him, he's your uncle. Go your separate ways. You go to uncle, he goes to his hangout. Have another visit with uncle for boyfriend when he doesn't have other plans. My ex-boyfriend knew my grandma the whole 7 years we were together and never once did I drag him to the hospital to watch her die when it was her time. I did expect him to be there when I got home. Which he was. If he doesn't want to go, don't make him. It's awkward, it's personal, and a thing for close family. It depends. How often has he seen your uncle? He may feel as if his presence won't add much, while he already had different plans anyway. Have you told him you'd like him there for moral support? Or you just told him to cancel his plans because he needs to come with? If my partner already had plans that were set for a long time, I would personally try to set an extra date to go visit your uncle with him. I'm sure your uncle will also appreciate to see you extra. But to be honest, it all depends on how you feel about it. Not all people look at in-laws as close family. Your boyfriend may like your uncle very much but doesn't feel the need to say goodbye or spend time with him. And you keep saying come and support you during this visit. Your whole family will be there supporting each other. Your boyfriend doesn't have a lifetime of memories with your uncle as you do. I think it's more important to look at how he supports you in the coming weeks. He's just a boyfriend, he's not your husband or officially part of the family, and it isn't his uncle. My auntie has stage 4 lung cancer and is dying. My mom flew to visit her. I can't afford to fly there, and if we could my husband certainly wouldn't be coming. She's not his auntie.